back to Revive Life and our second season. I'm naturopathic Dr. Joël, and I'm happy to be here again with you. We have lots to share this season and some new formats to help make it one step easier to live well naturally. Changes this season include a weekly feature of a superfood for a super life. Each week, we will share with you the grocery shopping list for the following show so that you can go out and get them ready ahead of time and cook with us as if we're right in your kitchen. We will also show you 3 easy ways to use the superfood of the week that your family will love. We've added a Revive Life View segment at the bottom of the hour where our professionals will answer your questions and give us their take on the topic. So send us your questions to info@revivelife.ca. Now, what better way to start the season than with ghosts, goblins, and vampires? Our show today is on Halloween health and how to keep those vampires away. Keep watching as we're going to answer these Revive Life quiz questions for you. Number 1, how many grams of sugar is actually in those small little candy bars? And number 2, can you actually take the candy out of the trick or treat? 3, sour Jolly Ranchers versus regular Jolly Ranchers, which is the better choice for your teeth? As I was pondering this question, can you take the candy out of the trick or treat, I found really 2 opinions. To help us out, I asked my son, Kobe, and his friends what they thought. Kobe, what was your answer?
Well, at first I just thought, if you're trying to take away the candy from me, well, no way.
There's no
Definitely
way.
not. Definitely not.
And this is coming from the guy who we fed only organic foods and no sugar until the age of 2. But you know, the jury's out on that because we're not sure if that's the right approach, because this is the look on his face when he saw his first candy. And if asked, he'd definitely indulge any time. Now that's versus my other son, who we let have tastes here and there of candies right from the get-go. Now he only takes a bite now and then, and he's pretty happy. Maybe a little candy isn't so bad. Okay, so the first vote was for candy, and to add to that was the request that our house have a signature treat. We definitely have some competition going on as one of our neighbors gives out Ferrero Rocher chocolates. They're beautiful, which even the adults line up for. And another one gives out toothbrushes and toothpaste. He's a dentist, of course. Now, the second opinion comes from Yale researchers who conducted a study several years ago that involved giving kids, Halloween trick-or-treaters, a choice of a toy, different kinds, and a candy. And the toys actually proved to be just as popular as the candy. The researchers argued that the trick in the treat, or the trick in the treat in the trick or treat, needn't be candy, as long as it was associated with the other fun stuff about Halloween, like dressing up, walking around the neighborhood. So the second vote is for a non-candy treat. What would you choose? So what did I decide to do? Compromise, of course. This year, I gave out these yo-yos, and you can get them at smilemakers.com, and 35 of them were about $30, and I figured the kids would get lots of candy anyway, and this would be our signature non-candy treat. Kobe, what do you think?
Well, I think it's a pretty good idea. I mean, candy's great, but if you don't have candy, toys are really fun too.
Okay.
And these especially, they light up.
And you've been practicing a lot. Can you give us a little bit of a demo of some of the things that you've learned on your yo-yo? You can head right up here and give us a sample.
Okay, sure. Well, a couple of things is that Halloween is celebrated around the world. Even in France. And while you're there, you're probably going to need a bow tie.
That's awesome, Kobe. So quickly, tell people, what is the origin of Halloween?
Well, the origin of Halloween is when Halloween started, they were villagers, and they believed that spirits and souls ruled their land and how their crops were going to turn out in the weather. So on every Hallows Eve, it really didn't have to be October 31st, they would dress up as fake spirits, and they would give sacrifice/food/candy to the fake spirits to please the real spirits.
That's awesome, and that brings us to our modern day Halloween. So what else do you want to tell the viewers out there? Hope you had a
spookalicious Hallows Eve.
That's awesome.
Yay.
So don't go away. Coming up next, we're going to get lots more information about what to do after you've actually had all those treats and what to do with your teeth.